In my opinion, there's a specific time and place that independent music artists should be using paid advertising, and that's what I'm going to share on this episode. Join me in my mission to help put at least 50,000 music artists on the right track to be independently successful with their music, to turn the talent that they have with their voice into gold. My name is Billy Nellis, and welcome to the Golden Voice Podcast. Boom! I'm back at it again, and this time we're going to talk a little bit about paid advertising and when independent music artists should use it. You know what I mean? Through my experience being online for about 10 years now at the time that I'm recording this episode, I'm not scared, or I'm confident to say that I have some experience when it comes to paid advertising. And I must say that through my journey, there's a few things that I've done backwards that I would not let you do the same mistake when it comes to paid advertising. And that's what I want to share on this episode right here, right now. So like I shared on the web class that I hosted, where I shared the 5 major marketing keys to gain more exposure. And by the way, if you haven't attended yet, there's a possibility that you can make it on the next one by texting the word web class to 647-277-5177. That's texting the word web class to 647-277-5177, or simply go to thegoldenvoicepodcast.com/webclass. That's thegoldenvoicepodcast.com/webclass. And there's a part in this training, and it's on key number 5, where I share how you can start using paid advertising to retarget your audience. Okay. But this is going to be a very specific audience right here, and it's going to be one that consists of people that already have an idea of who you are. And you let me know, would you rather take action on an ad that comes up on your news feed from someone that you already know, or from a stranger? And in some cases, you're going to see an ad from a complete stranger, and if they hit it on the nail with their message, they'll have you take action on what it is that they're sharing on the advertising, right? But that's because they did the groundwork. They did some things before that helped them really identify and dial in on their message, so that it can go a little bit broad and target people that may be outside of their organic reach, so to speak, right? So the foundation starts by people that engage with you organically. And this is where, through consistency of, first of all, knowing who you want to target, right? Being consistent on posting content, on engaging with your audience, with every single person that engaged with your stuff, you building relationship by being social on social media, and by building a list, email list, an SMS text marketing list, like I may have shared in a previous episode. You're going to want to tune into that, especially the previous one where I shared about the importance of, one of the previous ones where I shared about the importance of, building an email and SMS text marketing list. But through that, you'll be able to build what I call, buckets, or custom audiences of people that either engage with any of your posted content on social media. It's either a list of people that visited your profile. It's going to be a list of people that, sent you a message, people that visited a specific website, people that are on your email or SMS text marketing list. And, that's going to be, that's going to come from, the social media platform that you're going to be on that offers paid advertising, right? So most likely if you're on Facebook and Instagram, or, TikTok, YouTube, those platforms allow you to create audiences of people that, made certain actions on the platform, on your profile, and you can start to retarget them. And I think that this is exactly where independent music artists should start advertising to people that have an idea of who they are, instead of going completely broad, instead of going, open to the people, in marketing, there's a term that says, cold traffic. Cold traffic meaning is people that have absolutely no idea of who you are, and it may be the first time that they came across you, right? So, people tend to take action on things that they're familiar with, and it's going to be the same thing when it comes to paid advertising. And I think that's where it starts, because first of all, it's going to come from your organic efforts, from the foundation, from the solid foundation, from the groundwork that you are doing, right? And through doing that to consistency, the content that you're also going to put out there, you'll see that there's specific pieces of content that are going to be more engaging, or at least give you the best results when it comes to engagement. And those are the ones that you're going to want to pay attention to, because if you add advertising dollars on those, it's just gonna, it's just like adding gas on the fire that's already going. You understand what I mean? So this is why consistency is going to be key right there. So it's just going to be like, amplifying what's already happening from the organic efforts that you're going to be putting in, right? And as you're building those buckets, as you consistency, building your audience and everything, then you'll be able to retarget. And what's cool is that retargeting doesn't need to be a whole lot expensive. I'm talking about $1 to $1.32, I think it was, with a specific objective on the Facebook, Instagram platform, for example, where you can retarget your people. So we're talking about a little over $30 in a month, and you can get in front of your audience and be on top of mind for whatever it is that you want to promote and advertise, right? New single, new project, events, etc. You see what I'm saying? So this is, in my opinion, this is where advertising should start. Advertising should start by retargeting the people that came across you, something of value, something that makes you recognizable, but something that came from the groundwork, the solid foundation that you are building through your organic efforts on social media or on the platform that you are on, so that you can revisit, keep the conversation going with that paid advertising, so that you can stay on top of mind and further grow that way. It's just going to help you build that trust, build that relationship with your audience. And I think that can be a whole lot more effective, because you'll be able to have them take the action that you want them to take, versus going completely cold. Somebody doesn't have an idea of who you are. Try to get them to take action on something, and they're not necessarily going to take action on that unless they get nurtured, unless they, you really, hammer it consistently, and then you're in front of them, and then at some point they're going to be like, okay, let me check this guy out. Okay. No, let me see what this person is about. But then, it may have taken a lot more, times for them to see you in order for you to take that action, versus if somebody already have an idea of who you are, they're going to be like, oh, new thing. Oh, let's check it out. Oh, okay. I know who he is. Let's see what he is about. I think that you're going to increase your chances of having somebody take action on something specific when you're pushing a paid advertising like that. And I think the time, for them to take action is going to be a lot more, is going to be shorter, versus going completely cold, like I say, in marketing, where it's people that have absolutely no idea of who you are. You see what I'm saying? And in marketing, you also need to be very specific on who you want to serve, right? Personally, who you want to serve, because they say in marketing, there's a term that says, there's a quote that says, if you market to everybody and their mama, it's like you're marketing to nobody. So be clear on who you want to target, because then the message that you're going to put out there is going to start to attract those people. And in this way, you can put them in custom audiences, so that you can keep the conversation going, nurture them, build that relationship, because relationship is key in the music space. You know what I mean? Keep that relationship, build that trust. And this is how you'll get them further into your world, so that they can become true fans. I think that ultimately that's the end goal, right? That they can become true fans. And a true fan is somebody that's going to buy anything and everything that they can put out there, when it comes to your music career. All right. So hopefully that makes sense right there. This is exactly where it should start when it comes to paid advertising for independent music artists. It's with retargeting. With the people that already came across of you, or that they have an idea of who you are. This way, they're most likely going to take the action that you want them to take with the paid efforts that you're going to take over time. And, you want to make sure that you've built that solid foundation with your organic work first, I think, at least in my opinion. And if I did that in the past, it would have been even more solid than it is right now. But, it's never too late because I still put in the work and I still, connect with my audience, build that relationship, get that engagement going by leading with it, and so on and so forth. So hopefully that makes sense right there. Don't want it to make it too long. Make sure that you follow, subscribe wherever you're tuning in from. Share this with somebody else that it may be of value for. If you see that it's something that can be beneficial for somebody else or another music artist, to help me spread the word and keep it going like this. So let's keep it going, and I'll talk to you on the next one. I really appreciate you tuning into the Golden Voice podcast today. There's so many other ones out there to listen to, and I don't take your interests lightly. I really hope that what I shared with you today made sense and helped put you on the right track to be independently successful with your music. So if it did, share this podcast episode with somebody else that would need it too. Cool? Now let's take a step further. Do you want instant notifications for when I upload new episodes? Text the word podcast to 647-277-5177. I repeat, text the word podcast to 647-277-5177, and I'll shoot you a quick text for when I upload new Golden Voice podcast episodes in the future. So thanks again for tuning in, and I will talk to you on the next one.